Okay. Happy whatever day it is. I don't even know. I just came back from DR. I got to be a Tia in DR, okay? And although that was the main purpose of me going to the Dominican Republic, you know, visiting my nephew, it was a really eye-opening like adventure. Because for years and years, I've worked for 10 years in graphic design and illustration. I mean, more graphic design than illustration. And I've been treating myself like I'm a beginner, which is kind of insane, you know? It's like saying, even though I've had all this experience, all these skills, I'm still like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. And I'm like, meanwhile, like I'm working on some books and some projects, and I'm, you know, going through them. I'm like, oh, this is easier than I thought it was gonna be. You know, because I've been trained. And for some reason my brain was like, nah man, you need some more training in this. I mean, of course you can always improve, but it's like the confidence wasn't there, which is crazy. Because I went to DR and I saw a whole bunch of different hustles with people that were doing whatever they could to get whatever they can. They were hustling every day, and there was no hesitance or no disbelief that they could get whatever they wanted or needed in that moment. Even though the man that only had a cart full of shoes, pocketbooks, and toys, if he didn't go home with some kind of money that day, he probably wasn't gonna eat. There were people who, if your car was new and they knew you were a tourist, they would come to your car in traffic, splash water on it, and then start to clean it, because what they wanted was for you to tip them, you know, an American dollar, because that dollar was stronger than it was in America. It was stronger in DR. So I've been like diminishing all my achievements over the years. Like, I've been working with my mentor Ryan for years. He's been handing me clients. I've been getting clients on my own, doing all this different stuff. And I've had clients like in DR, because my website got hacked a couple months ago. So I was like, I have to go back and redesign everything. I said, okay. So I went back and redesigned everything. And I said, you know what? I have to make case studies. Let me go back and look at all the work I've done to see what's worthy of going on. And I'm like, oh shoot, I've actually worked on some cool projects, like literally motion graphics projects with, you know, when I was an intern, like back in the day when I was an unpaid intern with Ryan, and he was like, you know, I'm gonna give you some clients, teach you everything you want to know. So we're going through this whole process, and I remember working on graphics that was on like a jumbotron for a concert, okay? And that's the crazy thing, because nobody else in my class had that experience. And I'm over here now worrying about the fact that some of them working, you know, at TV stations and magazines, and I'm like, oh man, I didn't do that yet. And then I'm not even realizing the fact that for years I had been working with clients who were building their career, who built their career with the work, our work has made them look more official and built their brand. And I'm not even talking about that. And that's insane to me. Like, imagine you do a whole bunch of work and people are really appreciative. They think you're a genius. And you're out here telling yourself, nah man, I'm a starter. What in the world am I doing? You know, of course I'm not where I want to end up yet. You know, like for me, it's to build my own client base and help as many people make their businesses more official, or make their homes more beautiful with my art, or make, you know, tell them stories that help them to improve in some way or feel good in themselves, in their heart. That's the goal, okay? But the fact that you can have all the experience and have done all the work and still have the nerve to belittle your own experiences because of how you see the other people doing. That's literally comparison stealing your joy. That's literally paralysis of the analysis, which is insane. I had a company use the graphics that I created in their title opening for their own sermon series, and I'm not even talking about that. And I'm not even talking about the books that I designed. And I'm like, why haven't I been hyping myself up? I'm like, you know what's crazy? Disney don't need no more money, but Disney is so unapologetic about bragging about how magical everything is. Disney will have a fight in their park, and Disney will still tell you, when you come here to Magic Kingdom, it is the most magical place in the world. I still love Disney. That's why I could say, like, when I'm always looking at Disney at all times. Like, they're my inspiration. But bad things can happen, and Disney will still say, we're the best. Well, Disney will have their cast members out in a hurricane. They've blown away. I need you to flip your perspective of yourself. Don't even look at that over there. I need you to treat yourself like you the best. I mean, if you ain't crap, fix yourself first. But if you doing the work and you know you doing the work, don't you compare yourself to nobody. You know what you need to say to yourself? You know what? Let me promote myself like Disney promote themselves. Disney has millions of dollars, billions of dollars, and they still are in my email talking about, hey, don't you want to come back to Disney where dreams are made of? Don't you want to come back to Disney where your dreams can come true? Don't you want to come back? Like they literally will say this is a sale to me, and then still say this trip is going to cost you over $2,000. Excuse me? 30%. I've never seen anybody question a Disney trip. They say 30% off of $1,000. That's nothing to me. That's still a high price. But for some reason, we allow ourselves to say that we've priced ourselves out the market because the work that we've been working on for 10 years is not worth the same as Disney. We need to treat every time we have a client like a magic moment. Give them the experience they paying for, but charge what you are worth. Because my God, if you don't charge what you're worth, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna sit there the whole time resenting that client, and the client don't deserve your baggage. Have a great day.